Welcome to the Narrowboat that James built. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. Okay, let's start drilling this out. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Oh my word. Right, that was bad. Made a mistake there, followed the old line there. And that went a bit weird. But I still can't quite work out if I've got the size even right. I bet I haven't. I think I probably need to take quite a bit more off, which is okay because it's not the best of circles. So I think I'm gonna go around it now with a jigsaw and then get the angle grinder out and take any more bits off that I need, and then I need to trim these two bits down. Still got some light left though, which is good news. Right, I've put in a bigger hole so I can get my saw blade through it, and I kind of put it at that area where I've made a mistake, so I'm hoping I can kind of cover up all of that. It's quite nice though. Right, now I've got to do this bit. I'm hoping I've cut enough spray foam off. I might have to trim a little bit more off around there. Keep going on with some more cutting oil. This is really thick steel though. I think this is 6mm. It's going to take a bit of getting through all this. Blimey. I'm kind of going the wrong way for my, I don't know, strength or body or whatever. jigsaw, as much as it looks dreadful, is actually going okay. So it hasn't taken me that long to do that. The good thing about all these little holes, or the stitch drilling approach, is that the blade kind of just wants to go straight in the metal, but those give you the little bit of turn that you need just to kind of get around it. Right, definitely towards the business end of it now, and I'm losing light. I've got a magnet holding this in because otherwise it's going to fall into the cut. All right, not long to go. I'm now kind of cacking myself that I'm going to have a gaping hole in the boat, and I've still got to trim the other bits. I don't think I'm going to be getting this in, because there's no way this is going to be the first cut. So I don't know if I should leave it as it is now and then come back to this tomorrow, but what's the time? 4 o'clock, that's sod it. Okay. Wasn't as dramatic as I thought. Let's get the magnet off. Alright, just hide out for all the dog shit. There's one there, there's one there. Got to kind of dance around it all. Here we go. Whoa, sugar McGregor. Right, happy days. It's -2 and I've got a gaping hole in the side of my boat. I've hit a bit of a standstill. I have gone through quite a few jigsaw blades, so I can't continue any further this evening. So I'm going to go to Screwfix, get myself some more jigsaw blades, courtesy of Mark on Buy Me a Coffee, so cheers pal. And then I will tackle this tomorrow morning. Right, the hole's pretty much done. I just got to trim a little bit more off. There's another one there, but it's in. Well, it's not. It's got a stonking great gap. I've got to take loads more off to get this in, which is really annoying. I'm liking the way that's looking. Right, you can really see here quite clearly where I've got to take more off. Kind of on that little spot there, it's probably about right. So yeah, there is quite a lot more to come off here. Like a heck of a lot more. So I think I might have to basically redo it. Right, I've taken off a little bit here at the bottom. Sorry, the light's not particularly good. So I've taken off a little bit there at the bottom. It does fit a lot better, but I think I need to take a smidge off that side there, because it's still got a little bit of a tilt to it. And I think that's because of that flange bit. Right, I've trimmed a bit more off now, and that fits perfectly flush. That's got no kind of movement to it at all, so that's good. But I think what needs to happen is because that comes through. So really, it is this one here, which needs to kind of, it's the male, no, this is the female part. That's kind of got to go through that hole as well, because that marries up with the other one. So I've still got a bit more to trim off here. Right, the hole is now kind of the right size. Clearly it's not the right shape, but there is a bit of tolerance to it. Okay, so that one there, that's obviously going to fit through easily because that's the smaller piece. And then this now, it does go in further than that. There we go. Right, so that's these two bits kind of as close to them as they can get, as close to each other. So that's, as a unit, kind of locked in place, that's fine. The outside of it is flush against the boat, and the inside, so if that's where the wall's going to be, there is a clear, well, 2 or 3, well, maybe 4 mil. Which really is going to kind of make this stick out quite far. Albeit, I've got some kind of rubber gasket to go on the inside of this, which will kind of protect it a bit and give it a bit of wedge. But I think there's still too much kind of gap, which means that I still think I need to kind of trim off a little bit off both of these bits so they fit closer together. That's the situation I find myself in right now. And then the next thing I've got to work out is kind of how to put it together. So I'm thinking the best thing to be is to Sikaflex and bolt this in place so the bolts are coming through. For that I might thread it so at least that is secure against there, and then all I've got to do is then on this side here where the nuts are, just go in tight on the nuts. So I'm thinking that might be the way to go, and then once that's secure, then I can put the wall back on, or spray foam it all up and stuff. The other thing I was thinking before I do that is where the bolts come through, I might put in some battens. Quite a few people have suggested this, kind of ideally batten all the way around so it's not, it's kind of more meat between these two plates. But I still feel like I'm quite a long way off from getting this in. Well, I am. And then if I get it on, because there's a bit of movement here now, I'm now hoping or nervous that it kind of matches up with the wall. Because I can't really change that now because there's not much tolerance on that side. There's loads of tolerance on this. Look at that. There's loads of tolerance where the holes can be, and on that side. But on this one, much less so. So I'm still not really sure what to do next. I kind of need to get the wall back up and make sure it fits together alignment wise. Certainly before I bolt this through. Cup of tea first. Right, this is the unit. So it is on the inside as you're looking at it, which is kind of the important bit. Obviously there's going to be glass on that side there and here, but on there that's going to be the kind of the inner frame that you see, and that one is that piece there. So that's the inner bit, and so there is quite a bit of kind of movement at the top there before it hits this rim on this one. But on this one here, there's no movement on that rim. That is flush against there. So for this unit to decrease in width, I'm thinking all I need to do is take off a bit off this one here, and that might do it. And you can see there it's already on a bit of a wonk. This one is not perfect by any stretch. So I'm going to attempt to give this a go. I think this is only aluminium, so I think it's going to be quite soft. Right, slightly unconventional approach here. I'm using a jigsaw to get through it, but getting through it, it certainly is. I'm not clamping it too tight because, what am I doing here? I don't want to distort the shape at all, but I really don't need to clamp it tight because this blade's getting through this alley quite easily. I've scored it just along here using the corner of that, so I know what line I'm going to. So I'm kind of taking off 3mm. Well, I think that worked out way better than I thought. I was kind of cracking myself about doing that. I was thinking of doing it with the angle grinder, but right. Yeah, that fits together better. Doesn't matter about the finish on that side because that's all going to be hidden by the outside of the boat. Okay, and here's the test to check that I have taken some off this. This is obviously the new one. See, I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but those two are at the same level. And that is underneath that lip there. And that lip there is about 3 or 4mm. So I'd say that has worked. I've got a little bit more filing down to do on that one, but I'm going to do it a bit later on. Rob's invited me around to his boat for a lamb stew, which I'm looking forward to. And I will get back to this tomorrow. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Night night.